from downtown Minneapolis, a look at beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, popular rival doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine because there is no question. When this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple of years. Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Bears first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end. So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 7. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Chicago.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Chicago.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Here's Williams on first and 10. He'll step up and run.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. On the ground, it's Swift. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and
4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach fourth down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. TJ Edwards there on the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Third down.
Here's third down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Here's Jones. Gets to the edge at the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 23 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them align. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example.
And he's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Bears nothing.
Riker out now following the touchdowns as he kicks this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30.
The Bears take over.
Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Bears offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Play fake. Now Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he's able to find the crease, get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's to Odunze again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
20 more yards.
That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Swift. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Still 2nd down.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Williams. This one caught just past the pylon. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it, and the Bears will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Jefferson on the right side. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First and 10 at the
Anytime you're
45-yard
facing a
line.
zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage. And that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
On the play.
A first catch for DJ and a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll be 2nd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
That's good for a
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
That's a 44-yard line.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down. Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities. in a moment. Bears in possession, here to start the second quarter. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches as we are ready to get back underway. Throwing on second down, Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bears will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. Price now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Out wide, here's Jefferson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short. Okay, you fail. I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 39.
The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Andrew Van Ginkel getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. To the left side, he's got Komet. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bears 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
A gain of 23 more yards. That's another Bears 1st down. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the 1st down.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Williams. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll take this one in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On is Santos for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bears will get out in front 17-7.
Vikings 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Price now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Not much there, maybe a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Little play action here with McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Headed left, buying time. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. the Bears' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He takes off.
J.J. McCarthy. It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Escaping to his left, and he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
2 yards on the
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Second down and 8. On play action, here's McCarthy. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That long, incomplete. Coverage, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
That's taken in, and he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. On the zone read, it's McCarthy. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned.
For the extra point.
Riker good with the extra point. And the Vikings are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll step up and run this. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Chicago.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's a short throw caught by Clement, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's
13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of 32 yards.
A huge play just before the half. 32 yards.
1st and goal at the 7.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 37, Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Catch made by Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 17 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down.
They get 20 on the connection. First down, Minnesota.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle by Isaiah Rodgers. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen gets up for a loss of 7, and now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That's caught past the 40 to the 20. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Bears.
A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Santos for the extra
lining up
point.
For the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Bears extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Justin Jefferson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll put Addison in motion. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings.
For the Vikings.
Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Play fake. Now Williams finding space at the 40. And he is out of bounds. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
And the Bears.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that. But it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late,
and he will go all the way. DJ Moore, touchdown Bears. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On is Santos for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Bears will extend this third quarter lead.
31, Vikings 21.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Now Jones, and he'll get forward for a couple. Montez Sweat, they're on the tackle.
Down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He's across midfield, and he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Off play action. Here's Williams. To the left side. He's got Komet. Now they are in business. inside the 15-yard line.
That's
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
13-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Another run here. Another run by Swift. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. And he'll take it on in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears tack on one more to their lead.
Bears 38, Vikings 21.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Pushed out to his left. He runs with it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. picks up the first down.
1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
This is Jones. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's got it at about the 8, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. To throw, it's McCarthy. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Vikings are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Next to score, Bears 38, Vikings 28.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll go again with Swift. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Bears 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
2nd and 11. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. That one good for 29.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They will run it over center with Swift. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game as opposed to...
Good blocking, and he's in. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
28.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these...
Now, Ben Johnson, he's tossed it over, decided to throw the red challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. There's that man again. Another catch.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Evan Byard, the veteran who's broken up a few passes in his day, gets to that one.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He'll step up and run, and he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
They'll go with the sneak, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain on the play.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
The left side here, caught by Addison. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one.
2nd and 10.
And that will lead to a 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it'll be 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
To the air once more is McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Throwing again is McCarthy. He'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over here just past the 30.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Made at the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the give, it's Swift. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll tuck it and take off.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the bootleg. It's McCarthy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
37.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards.
At the 15-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end. And
that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Vikings.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Riker, good with the extra point. And the Vikings are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Vikings 35.
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Now they'll pitch it out here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll go play action here with Williams. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Talk things over before 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming.
Brings up fourth down.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That one. Roll. Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears are going to extend their lead.
That's the score. Bears 52. Vikings 35.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Price now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll get this complete. It's Thielen over the middle. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He'll step up and run this. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's McCarthy. Oh, bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The Bears offense ready to take over once more. Well, victory well in hand. Still a little bit of time left here, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to end this one. victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.